Back again, people. So, part 3. So now, I done landed in Irving, Texas, right? Now, keep in mind, y'all, only places I done lived is Virginia and Kentucky. I had a cup of coffee in Germany, but that wasn't about shit. I ain't learned no culture, nothing. I wasn't there long enough to. So I'm still a country boy at heart, but now I'm in the big city. So, bam, it's time to enroll in school. Now, this is the first time people try to say, man, this dude is a liar. But it's like, bro, if you ever really get to know me, you know I'm the furthest thing for a liar. I hate liars. I don't want to lie to you. But this is how that first shit got tipped off. So we go enroll in school, and my mom, she, just got back from Germany and all this shit going on. She don't know. She done put that I was born in 1977 on my school paperwork, but I was born in 79. My sister was born in 77. But the school, they don't know. They just went on in 70. So here they am thinking I'm 15 years old in the 7th grade. So, you know how niggas is. They done got to the paperwork at school and everything, and they done looked in there. Oh, man, that nigga Woodrow 15 years old in the 7th grade. He must be dumb as a motherfucker. And I'm sitting here telling people, bro, I'm not 15 years old. What the hell y'all talking about? So they told me, it on your paperwork said, no, bro, my sister was born in 77. My mom must have messed up. So, you know how niggas is, they don't want to believe it. So after I slapped a few motherfuckers for calling me a liar, they realized, man, either this nigga ain't lying or something is terribly wrong with him. So now they telling me, hey, man, well, if you ain't 15 for real, you got to, I'm in the 7th grade. They like, you automatically got to go to high school because you can't be that old in junior high school. So I'm like, no shit. They're like, yeah. So I'm like, damn, so you mean tell me this school year I don't have to do nothing and I don't have to ever go to 8th grade? They're like, yeah, pretty much. So I didn't say nothing about the paperwork. For what? What am I do that for? So I just kept on pushing. Hey, so of course, instead of focusing on school, because I don't have to, I'm focusing on these niggas in these streets, seeing what's going on out there. Well, guess what, y'all? I'm introduced to gang banging. Don't know nothing about it. Niggas ask me what set I claim. I'm like, man, what in the hell is you talking about? They thought I was just, I don't know what. I'm telling you, man, people be having the wrong perception of me, I guess, because I'm quiet and I'm laid back. But they don't find out who I really am until they either piss me off or if I find out they worthy of me fucking with them. So these niggas like, well, where you from? Like from VA? They're like, y'all don't gang? Like, nah, nigga, we don't gang bang out there. What is y'all talking about? So again, because niggas was calling me a liar when I first got to the school, and I'm already jumping on motherfuckers for just calling me a liar. So, in this gang shit, you either get jumped in or you get blessed in. They jump in niggas they feel is weak because they want to see if the bang go boom, is you going to hold your own. Well, they already knew I wasn't scared to fight, nigga. They was talking about a jump in. I'm like, let's go. It's 6, 7 niggas. They like, nah, you good because we already know what you about. So I didn't even have to go through the jump in shit. They blessed me right on in because this nigga's real and he ain't scared. I ain't no hoe, bro. I can't be. It's just not what we make in Newport News, Virginia. We just don't make hoe ass niggas. They out there, but them motherfuckers hiding under rocks and shit. They not outside. You feel what I'm saying? You can't be outside if you're a hoe. Where I'm from, you just can't be outside. Niggas gonna hold you and treat you like the hoe that you is. So now I'm affiliated with these GD Gangsters Disciples / Crip niggas, you know what I'm saying? Because the nigga who was doing everything was from Chicago, a GD nigga. So now everybody falling up under that shit. Well, they kept saying the word slob. I didn't know what the hell they was saying. Like, I was talking to the cat, man. They was like, man, you over there talking to that slob. I'm like, man, the man wasn't drooling. What the fuck is you talking about? Man, the man is a slob. What is you saying? So they was really saying he's a blood. And you can't talk to him. Well, I didn't know that shit. Again, I'm green. I'm so green, I'm damn near yellow to this shit. So now they, thinking I'm suspect. I'm a flip-flop, not knowing, bro, I do not know the rules to this gang shit. I'm for real. When I tell y'all, I don't know nothing about this shit. So finally I understood how it go, and it's like, you got to cut ties, and certain niggas you can't fuck with, this, that, and the third. So it's like, okay, cool. That's how it's going to go. But for before then, I would just get off school. My mom used to tell me, because she know we in the city, these niggas out here crazy, so you ain't gonna be out here getting involved in this gang shit. So before then, she used to make me go to school, and the apartments was like right across the street from the school. So she would make me go from school straight to the apartments. I'd go in the house and play Sega Genesis or some shit. I wasn't going outside. But when they got down school early release, when we used to take that goddamn TOS test or whatever, and we used to get out at 11 o'clock, oh man, that's when it began for me, man. I stopped going home. Nigga, I wasn't coming home. Shit, we get out of school at 11 o'clock. I wasn't showing up till 6:30, 7 o'clock. Right after my mama got home. She looking, what the hell you being this, that, and the third? Keep in mind, I'm only in 7th grade. You know what I'm saying? So, but these niggas out here live a whole totally 13 out here is damn near, you damn near 18 out here. You know what I'm saying? You damn near everything but buy beer and cigarettes and drive and shit. We was going to clubs, all that kind of shit when we was 14, 15 years out here in Texas, man. We live in a bitch. But anyway, so that shit goes on, you know what I'm saying? We going through life, you know, ain't nothing majorly happening until, I'm going to say, maybe once Lil John, no partner Lil John, man, or a nigga from Little Rock, man, Arkansas and shit, man. You know, them niggas out there, they ain't about nothing but gangbanging and dope dealing. And again, I don't know none of these niggas until I start hanging with these gangbangers. So Lil John is like 13 years old. This motherfucker drives a Cadillac. You understand what I'm saying? Drop his girl off at school, he go hit the streets. 13, we in middle school. That's the kind of nigga he is. But again, I just knew who he was. Then later on, I actually started fucking with him, but that's later on down the line. So these niggas will pull up in the apartments across the streets. Well, the apartment across the streets, you know how that go, is all school property. So these particular streets, apartments were called the vineyards. Anybody from urban Texas from that time know the vineyards is where it was going down at. Well, we would meet across the street. If niggas had problems during school, I see you across the street. There's been gunshots. I'm talking about we ain't no more than 13, 14 years old. Niggas bringing guns to school, motherfuckers shooting at each other. The wildest shit I've ever seen in my life. But again, I'm kind of liking it. Like, this shit kind of fun. Not knowing, hey man, you really don't want to do this. But again, as kids, we don't know. So bam, I'm in junior high school, slide on through there, never go to 8th grade. I get on to high school. I'm 15. Now the fun goddamn me begins because, see, like I told you, I hear they got clubs and shit where you can, like, somebody in our crew was stealing their mama car when they went to sleep. It's 4 5 niggas in the crew. Somebody got their mama car, and we ain't but 14, 15 years old. We all in South Dallas. We in Oak Cliff, nigga. We everywhere we ain't supposed to be. But we out there kicking it because somebody knows somebody, family, whatever, we can go out there. Everybody know a lot of these hoods in South Dallas and Oak Cliff, you really can't go to these spots if you don't know nobody. Like, if you don't know nobody over there, your best bet is not to go there. That's just the way it is out there. But because I knew these people, I'm all over the place. And again, I'm not from Texas, but I'm learning all the streets at a young age. So they got this spot out there in North Dallas, man. At the time, it was called the Metropolis, man. And you pay $2 to get in that bitch, boy. We in that bitch smoking big blunts, you know what I'm saying? They didn't serve alcohol. That was the only thing. It was BYOE, bring your own everything, because they not gonna ID you, but they not gonna sell you shit. It's basically a spot for you young niggas to come in here and get y'all kick it on. But you know, young niggas, man, all they wanna do is fight. So before the goddamn club was actually officially closed, it always ended in some kind of brawl, some kind of fight again. We ain't even supposed to be out there. Ain't nobody got no license. You niggas ain't even supposed to be out here. So we always have to skedaddle as soon as the drama gets ugly. But that will change in the coming year. So now I'm a freshman year. First time somebody ever called me a snitch. And this is the first time. Where I'm from, man, if you a snitch, bro, you are like the lowest, like, man, pedophiles probably get more love than you, the snitches, where I'm from. So we at this chick crib, man, and it's like, man, there's probably about 5 or 6 of us. And it's like one guy who's there for the girl, but she done let 5 or 6 of us in that motherfucker. While the nigga got her in the back doing whatever, man, the niggas done, man, when I say they done stripped this bitch, man, I'm talking about they something took the paint off the walls. Man, I'm talking about they done took the meat out the goddamn refrigerator. They done took, back in them days, you had the phone that go in the wall with the cord on her. They done took that motherfucker. Her mama done apparently left her pay. Now again, I don't see none of this shit going on because again, I'm green. I'm just here to kick it. I'm not here looking for no lick. That's not nothing on my mind. But these niggas done stole everything about that motherfucker. Well, of course, I'm always somewhere, and of course she said, well, Woodrow them was over here. So the first person they come looking for is me. They called my partner, but I didn't know that at the time. I thought I was the first person they came, but they had called him too. And he told them, I think the such and such got the beeper. Well, again, I don't know nothing about it. The beeper even being stolen. I didn't even know they stole it. But my partner who told the people who had the beeper, he called me like, yeah, man, you know, such stole the beeper. I'm like, damn, I didn't know that. He was like, yeah, man, them motherfuckers, they called me, they thought I had the bitch. He like, nah, that nigga took the beeper. I'm like, damn, bro, y'all niggas, damn, what y'all even, you know what I'm saying? Why you niggas just ain't come over there and chill? But again, by this time, I get a knock at the door. I come outside and shit. It's the niggas. Like, what's up, y'all? What's happening? Like, nothing. They just trying to see what's going on. The nigga who stole the beeper is there. I look at the nigga, and this is all I say. So I said, damn, bro. Because the nigga said, hey, man, told the police. I said, damn, bro, the police came by your crib yet? The nigga fired, as soon as I said, the nigga fired off on me. Y'all hit me right in my shit. I'm like, what the fuck? And it's like 3 of these niggas. So I'm swinging back, but at the time I'm swinging back, I'm trying to open the goddamn door to get back in the crib because, again, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I just got off talking to my partner. I don't know this. At the time, I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know nothing. So by the time I get off the phone and this shit happened, by the time I open the door, my stepdad, who I didn't tell y'all, you know, he was in the army or whatever, but you know them army niggas, they learn all these different type of hand-to-hand combats and shit, which he was teaching me, but he hadn't fully just put it on me yet. But after that day, he took me and sat me down and put it on me. Taught me how to take a nigga arm and fold that bitch up and compound fracture that bitch and spin niggas around and snap their neck. Taught me how to do all that shit just in case I was in a situation again like that and he wasn't there to help me. Because if he wasn't there, they probably would have beat the fuck out of me, stomped the hell out of me. But because when I pulled on the door, he heard the commotion, and by the time I was leaning on the door, he was coming out that bitch with a right on them niggas. And they took off running and shit. He hit a couple of them and running like, man, what the fuck was that about? I'm like, bro, at the time, I really did not know what the fuck was going on. I didn't get a full, clear understanding until I got to school the next day. And nigga was like, yeah, man, you snitched on the nigga Jermaine. That was the nigga name. You snitched on nigga Jermaine. I said, bro, D called me asking me about the fucking beeper. I didn't know Jermaine had the goddamn beeper. I'm like, bro, I didn't know nothing about this shit till them niggas was at my house trying to whoop a nigga and shit. So that was the first time nigga had a situation fucked up and tried to put it on me. So, you know, everything goes by, everything cool. So I started fucking, now we 16, man. I'm gonna just go ahead and fast forward a little bit. I had a whole lot of shit going on, but I'm gonna just do the big shit. So now we 16 years old, man. We got licensed. Now I'm fucking with my partner, man, and he done turned me on to this motherfucking big Asian motherfucker, right? Motherfucking Asian dude, mama runs in Dallas. We got them goddamn love you long time massage parlors and shit. We got them bitches all over Dallas. His mama kind of ran one. I'm talking about this woman was international. Like, we go to his crib, she'd leave him stacks of money and shit. We never saw her because she was everywhere, international pimping and shit, like for real, for real. So I'm fucking with him. He got big car, big money. We do whatever we want, whenever we want. So cool. So one day, we 2 cars deep. We over there in Oak Cliff. We 2 cars deep. Me and the boys, man. We don't got no money. Again, we ain't but 16. We barely had enough money for to get a goddamn sack, some gas, and some cigars. So it's the end of the night. We done kicked it or done whatever, man. We done slid up in Denny's. I just told y'all we ain't got no money, man. So y'all know what that was about. So it's like, let's say it's 6 of us. Yeah, it's about 6 of us. The big Asian motherfucker with the money said, no, I'm not paying for you niggas. I don't want nothing but water. You know, niggas, we done went in there and ate. Again, it's 6 of them. Halfway about, once we about done with the meal, big Asian motherfucker, he goes on, walk on out the door. He ain't got shit to worry about. He ain't had nothing but some water. Then what other niggas, they get out and slip out there again. I'm from the hood. I done grew up, you know, like, you know, I've been doing this. I recognize the game. So I'm like the 4th person to slide out there. Next thing I know, my other partner now, again, this is the 5th guy to slide out. He come up beside me and I don't know what we're gonna do. I just know I done made it out. But my other partner who was driving the other car, he was still in that motherfucker. So man, my other partner, he get up beside me like, well, see you later. And bam, he just took off running. Like I said, I'm from the hood. I don't know why we running. I don't know where we running to. But you know when you with your nigga, he take off running, you take off running with him. Bam. So we done jumped in the motherfucking car. We like 5 deep in that bitch. waiting on my partner to come out the goddamn spot. I thought he was right behind us. We drive, come down, bust up and go back. We look, he coming out, he running out the goddamn stove. He running and then jump behind his car and duck down. We like, damn, why he didn't get in this car and drive off? Because the goddamn manager is right behind him. Now, we can't hear this at the time, but it's some people apparently who was outside, because it's like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning we doing this shit. So there's some people at the time apparently who was yelling, telling them, hey, he behind his car, he behind his car. So next time we know the guy got him, he walked back into the Denny's. Again, it's 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. We, minors and shit, man, we got to get the fuck home. We wasn't but maybe 30 minutes from the crib, but I know it took us about an hour to get to the house, nigga, because we was driving slow. We like, man, fuck, man. Showing up, nigga. By the time I hit it's like I said, by the time I get to the crib, it's 4:30 in the morning. By the time I hit the goddamn key and turn that bitch, nigga, my mama is opening the goddamn door. What the hell y'all doing running out of Denny's? Yada, yada, yada. And this is what she hit me. That's why I say, bro, snitching is not in my DNA. My mama, this is exactly what she hit me with. Give me Mark's phone number. That's the big Asian motherfucker. Give me Mark's phone number. Now, back in them days, we didn't have pagers. Well, we had pagers, but we didn't have cell phones and shit. So only way you could reach a motherfucker, you had to call that motherfucker at his house. So I used to call him all the time and tell him come get me. So she knew I had his number. So the first thing she didn't ask who I was with, none of that shit. The first thing she said is give me Mark's phone number. You know how it is for you with your teacher on, bro. When she got you, you can't just, what you gonna do? I mean, for real. If anybody at that situation at 16 could have done anything other than that, please let me know. Because again, she knew you call this nigga every day and tell him come get you. Don't tell me you ain't got his number. So bam, I get on and gave her the number. Of course, she grounds me. I'm done for the school. I'm done for the weekend, so I don't get no phone calls, no action. I get back to school on Monday, because of course we done this shit on the weekend. I get back to school on Monday, one of my partners who was with us goes up to me and says, you gonna snitch on me too now? What in the fuck is you talking about? Snitch on what? Come to find out, what happened was my partner who had got caught up, again, his mom, just like I tell y'all, man, we partners, we kids. They know we together. His mom told the people who he was with, they called my mama, made me give up my partner. They called his ass, made him give up somebody down the line. But they said it all began with me. Like it was me who initiated the whole shit. And it's like, bro, no the fuck. As I explained to y'all, what happened from the time I got to the fucking house. So now, I'm mad at the motherfucker. Because now niggas telling me, oh, that nigga snitch, he done gave us up. And I'm like, bro, but you know how it is. Motherfuckers, especially with niggas, they don't want to hear that shit. They want to believe what they want to believe. The truth, they don't give a damn about none of that. They want to believe what they want to believe. So now I'm mad at the motherfucker. Again, a snitch is the lowest thing. Man, it ain't too much shit above a snitch to me. So when you call me a snitch, bro, you have put me in a position where I am going to be in a very, very bad way with you. So this chick that I knew was fucking with some thug, and she was like, hey, man, we need to hit a lick, and we need a car, this and that and the other. Bam, you already know what I do. Okay, well, get on the Asian motherfucker at school. Tell him you gonna give him some pussy. Because see, me, at them days, I had bitches to give away if I wanted to. That's just what it is. We in high school. Come on, man. You a decent player in high school, you got abundance of females. And of course I did, and they knew that. So bam, he thought nothing of it if I tell him, yeah, this chick here is cool. She gonna, do whatever, yada, yada. So they go to this certain spot where I told them to go. Me and my other partner and the thug nigga, we done jumped in my partner car. Now, it's 4 of us in this car. We done jumped in this car to go handle the business over there. Well, when we pull up, the guy gets out the car. He walks up to the car, makes the big Asian dude get out the car. Now, keep in mind, he got the strap on him the whole time. Me, I was gonna kill this motherfucker for disrespecting me. Me, I was trying to get the strap from him the whole time he was in the car, because I was gonna kill this motherfucker straight up. And anybody who, man, is anybody alive from these days? There may be a couple people still alive, but they'll tell you, Wood was gonna kill that nigga straight up. That was his plan. Good thing I did. Because when the dude drew him out and got him out the car, he fired, but he shot in the dirt, made him give up his keys and his money and shit. So me and my partner that's always with me, we jumped in the car. My partner that, like I said, it was 4 of us. So the three of us and the girl get in the Asian car. My other partner, he drives. My other partner car back to the crib. So we don't know nothing. We just done jumped in the car and masked off. Now again, I'm a street nigga. You know, I'm like, okay, let's not show this motherfucker where my partner stayed. So I told him drop us off like a block over so we could mob back. And I told my partner, man, don't look at the car. Just keep walking. Because I was scared the nigga was going to off us just so he didn't leave no witnesses and shit. But luckily he slowed down as he passed us, but he kept on going. I said, boy, come on. No soon as we walked up to his crib, here come my partner and my partner car, because he was supposed to be bringing it back. No time soon he jump out that bitch like, man, y'all niggas was tripping. The laws. Soon as he said the laws, man, the motherfuckers was coming. My partner stayed in the cul-de-sac. The motherfucking laws was coming. By the time I looked over there at the laws and looked back, my partner was already down there in the backyard because he had a lot to lose. He was a big football player at the time. So he had a lot to lose. So he was gone. So he was telling us, man, so when we jumped in the back fence, he was like, man, there was people out there. He was like, because he stayed a minute or two after. He's like, man, there's people out there. He said, no sooner as y'all shot and got in that car and drove off, it was other people sitting out there, like, because it was like one of them lookout parts. You know, motherfucker go park the car, you can do whatever you want, it's dark and shit. So we hadn't paid attention that it was other cars and shit out there. Man, no sooner as he said that, he ran, because his house was like 2 or 3 houses over, so bam, he gone. He out the picture. He like, fuck this. I wasn't here. I knew I stayed like maybe 2 miles, and you know, I'm 16 years old, bro. I can be at my crib and goddamn me 15 minutes. No problem. I started running. I said, fuck this, man. I knew they already at his crib. What do you think they gonna be next? And I know my mom ain't playing that shit. You got the police and all that ignorant shit at the crib. She should have beat the fuck out of me in front of the laws. So I said, oh, cool. We just went on to the front and turned ourselves in, man, and went on to handle that. Luckily, man, the dude who did it was a dangerous motherfucker like I felt like he was, so they let us make it because we was kids in the situation. So they felt. So, but my mama felt like, man, you getting too much shit, man. You got to go back to Virginia. Not only did I just came back from Virginia, because when we got to Texas and shit, these niggas lame, they calling me a liar. I didn't like that shit. So I had went back to Virginia for a minute. But after living in Texas for just a few months and then going to Virginia, I realized then, no, hell no. No matter what I'm going through in Texas, boy, it ain't nothing like Virginia. It's best to just go ahead and learn to stick it out. And that's what I did. So once I did that dumb shit, I had to go to Virginia because my mom was worried about me getting into trouble. She was worried about, you know, and she just worried about situations arising from that situation. So she sent me back to Virginia. Hey, we at 23 minutes, y'all. You know I like to keep them at 15. The reason I do that is engage people is, you know, it might be on lunch or some shit, man, or, you know, they don't want to sit here for no 2-3 hours and shit. So I'm going to get to part 4 soon. Shit, I almost did it just now, but I'm going to go ahead and cut this off at 25 minutes. I'm gonna try to get to part 4 real soon, man. To continue where I left off at, where I left off at. Where were we? In Virginia? No. Yes, going back to Virginia. Hey, for my niggas in Virginia, this is when I pulled up at Bruton High School and niggas didn't even know who the fuck I was, bro. I'm talking about my cousins, motherfuckers I had grown up with since I was a kid, had no idea who the hell I was, because I left Virginia when I was like, shit, maybe 9, and they ain't seen me again until I was like 14. You feel what I'm saying? 15 years old. So they didn't even know who I was. The sad worst part about it is, man, the niggas again, oh man, he from Texas. He different. We can't fuck with him. All my life, bro, it's like no matter where I go, the niggas always automatically, nah, we can't fuck with him. And it's like, bro, I ain't done nothing but showed up. But niggas like, nah, we can't fuck with him. So that's the story of my life when it comes to guys. That's why to this day I keep my interaction with dudes to a minimum, unless I'd have known them for some years and I can really say I fuck with them. But just if I know them, that's one thing. But to say I really fuck with somebody, I got to know you from some years. And I don't mean that, and that goes for family, anybody. If I don't know you and fuck with you for a long, long time, I can't fuck with you like that because I don't feel like I can trust you. Cause, like I said, people always want to give me the blues as soon as they come across me for whatever reason. But we gonna pick up from when I got to Bruton High School, man. Used to walk around that bitch with blue bandanas draped on me and shit, walking around that motherfucker, and the motherfucking white people looking at me like, my God, what is this? I'm gonna catch up with y'all next time, players.